Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am describing the exercises of the chapter 4, the flower, concise biology, Salina publication. See here, first choose the correct answers from the options given below. Bougainvillea flower has correct option is large colorful bracts. It has large colorful bracts. Second, a flower is said to be complete when correct option is it has all the four words. A flower is said to be complete when it has all the four words, right? Next, the part of the flower that gives rise to the fruit is ovary. Correct option is ovary. Next, the part of the flower that gives rise to the seed, it is correct option is ovule C. Next, the essential word of a flower are last option D, androecium and gynoecium. Floral stalk is technically termed as pedicel is the correct option. Which part of the pistil serves as the landing place for pollen grain? It is the stigma. Correct option is stigma. Perianth is the collective term for a group of tepals. Correct option is B. It is tepals. The condition of androecium when all stamens are free from each other is termed as polyandrous. C option is correct. It is polyandrous. Next, the flower which contains both stamens and carpels is called hermaphrodite. D last option is correct. The flower which contains both stamens and carpels called as hermaphrodite. Somia tried to match the floral verse with their constituting unit. Unit P represents perianth, Q represents androecium. Now here P perianth means tepals, Q androecium means stamen. So second B option is correct, where P is tepals consist of perianth and Q is stamens collectively called androecium. A biology teacher asked her student to give two examples of dioecious plant. Isan said maize and palm. Ashish said pumpkin and papaya. Palak said palm and papaya. Payal said pumpkin and maize. Who was correct? The correct answer is of Palak, that is palm and papaya. That is asked dioecious. So dioecious means two different flowers on different plants. They are unisexual. It is Palak answer is correct. Palm and papaya. The arrangement and distribution of flowers on a specialized branch of the plant is known as inflorescence. The arrangement and distribution of flowers on a specialized branch of the plant is known as inflorescence. Are all flowering plants have the same type of inflorescence? No. Flowers always arise from the apical bud only? No. Flowers may arise from the axillary buds or terminal buds? Yes. Flowers may arise from the axillary buds or flowers may reach at the same level making a cluster. Which of the these are the correct two words. Which of the above statements about inflorescence are incorrect? These two statements are correct. 1 and 2, they are incorrect. The first option, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, they are false statement, whereas these two are true statements. Very short answer. Match the parts in the column A with the flowers of parts of flower in column B. Polyadelphus, bombex, fourth one is right. Pollen grains, pollen sac. In pollen sacs, pollen grains are present. Free petal, free, poly means free. Polypetalous means free petal. Non-essential, calyx and corolla. Second, they are non-essential. Sweet fragrant liquid, it is the nectar. Third. I hope you are able to get it. These numbers I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These I have matched with the numbers here. That is 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Right? Given alongside is the structure of the female reproductive part of a flower. Read the information given below and fill in the blank. This is the female reproductive part. Gynoecium is the innermost wall of a flower, which is made up of carpels. Its main function is production of female gametes that develop into seeds after the process of fertilization. The terminal knob-like part of the pistil, this is stigma, which is covered with hairs or with glandular papillae. The style is the tubular slender stalk which connects the uppermost parts to the lower part of the pistil. This is the style that connect upper to the lower basal part. Ovary is the swollen basal portion composed of one or many carpels fused together. Ovary is the lower swollen basal portion, नीचे की तरफ का है, जो कि कई कार्पल से फ्यूज होने से बनता है. Ovary contains one or more rounded bodies, ओव्यूल. ये इसमें जो राउंडेड बॉडीज ये दिखाई गई हैं, ये क्या है? ये सारे ओव्यूल्स हैं, which are attached to the wall of ovary with placenta. Ovules ovary wall में placenta से attached होते हैं. Now given below is a generalized structure of a bisexual flower showing the various parts. Match the structures part A to E with the correct option. C. Attracts insects for pollination. It is B. This is your B, that is the corolla. ये है आपका ये corolla. Protects the inner walls of the flower. C. This protects the inner wall, that is the calyx. Produces pollen grains. Anthers produces pollen grain. This is the A. Develops into the fruit. Ovary develops into the fruit. It is the E part. Landing place for the pollen grains. D. It is the stigma is the landing place for that. Bears all the floral whorls. It is the thalamus. F, that bears all the floral whorls. Name 4 whorls of the flower. What are the 4 whorls? Calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. 2 types of unisexual flower, maize and pumpkin. 2 main parts of a stamen, anther and filament. 3 main parts of a pistil, stigma, style, ovary. 3 pairs, stigma, style, and this is stigma, this is style, this is ovary. 3 types of stamens on the basis of their cohesion, monoadelphous, diadelphous, polyadelphous. Mono, they form a single bundle. Di, they form a 2 bundle. Poly means they form a many bundles. Give 2 examples each. Monoecious plant, monoecious, maize and cucumber. Dioecious plant, palm and papaya. Imperfect flowers, maize, cucumber. Bisexual flower, China rose, pea, rose, mustard. They are all bisexual flower. Floral parts are borne on the thalamus in the world. It is thalamus in 4 words. The collective name of petals is corolla. Calyx and corolla are accessory whorls of the flower. Placenta attaches the ovules to the wall of the ovary. The sweet, fragrant, liquid flower is termed as nectaries. Note the relationship between the first 2 words and suggest a suitable word or words for the blank space. See, sepals को calyx, तो petals, corolla. Stamens, androecium, pistil, gynoecium. Petals, polypetalous. Stamens, polyadelphous. Green petals, sepaloid. Colored petals, petaloid. Pollen grains, anther. Ovules, ovary. Name the type of androecium found. China rose में monoadelphous. Bombyx, polyadelphous. P, diadelphous. This we have already done, right? Okay, now the short answer. Explain briefly the following terms. Now here just we go through it. Explain briefly the terms. Incomplete flower. These flowers, those flowers in which only any word is missing, they are called incomplete flowers. Staminate flower, unisexual flowers which contains only the stamens is called staminate flower. Pistillate flower, flower which contains only the pistil or carpels, it is called pistillate flower. Bisexual flower, a flower which contains both stamens and carpels, it is called bisexual flower. So this your term. Now what is the difference between flower and inflorescence? See, flower and inflorescence. Flower, it is highly modified and specialized shoot meant for sexual reproduction. Inflorescence is mode of arrangement of flowers on the axis of a plant. Arrangement of flowers. FLO. Flowers. Flowers on the axis of the plant. Your second one is petals and petaloid tepals. Now see, petals, they are the colorful fragrant petals. They attract insect for pollination. When tepals, they look like petals, but they are called petaloid tepal. Petals collectively called corolla, tepals collectively called perianth. देखिए petals second word of the flower है. Petal tepals when non-essential means when calyx and corolla they are not differentiated and only one word is present, then it is called perianth, and single petal is known as tepal. Now the next one, define the terms. Define. Flower, as you know already, the flower is highly modified and specialized shoot. Specialized shoot meant for sexual reproduction. Inflorescence, mode of arrangement of flowers on the axis of the stem of plant. What is placentation? Placentation is the manner in which ovules are attached to the ovary wall. Bract, the flower arises in the axil of a leaf-like structure called bract, right? Apicalyx, in some flowers, additional whorl of green color small leaves are present that is known as apicalyx, जैसा कि China है. Where are following parts located and what are their function? Placenta, it is inside the ovary, attaches ovules to the ovary wall. Thalamus, at the base of flower. All floral whorls arises from thalamus there. Anther, between corolla and pistil, formation of pollen grains. Stigma above the pistil, it is the landing place for the pollen grains. See, this answers already where the following grains, now there are distinguished between. Now here under distinguish between monoecious and dioecious plant, male and female flowers grow on the same plant, that is maize and pumpkin. Dioecious, male and female flowers grow on different plant. Example, palm, papaya. Perfect and imperfect flower. Perfect flowers contains all the four floral whorls. Imperfect flowers, one or more floral whorls are missing. Then it is called imperfect flower. Next, unisexual and bisexual flower. Flowers which has only one stamen, only stamens or carpel, then it is unisexual. When flower containing both stamens as well as carpels, then it is called bisexual flower. Essential, androecium and gynoecium, they are called essential parts of the flower. They directly help in reproduction. Non-essential, when calyx and corolla, they are non-essential parts because they do not directly involved in the reproduction. Polyandrous, when all the stamens are free from each other, जैसे brassica campestris में होते हैं, but the filament may be of different length, but the stamens are maybe of different length. Polyadelphous, filaments of the stamens unite to form more than two bundles. Polyadelphous, this is silk, cotton, cypress. Why are the following described as stated? The androecium of pea flower diadelphous. Androecium of pea flower is diadelphous because stamens are arranged in two bundles. It is 9 plus 1. Ray florets of sunflower is neuters. See, ray florets of sunflower as neuters because they are pistillate but sterile, so they are considered as neuter. Solvious sepals are petaloid. Yes, solvious sepals are petaloid because they are colorful like petals, so they are called petaloid. What are bracts? State their function. See, when a flower arises in the axil of a leaf-like structure, this structure is known as bract. If they are green, then they help in photosynthesis. If they are large and colored, they protect the flower and help in pollination. Explain the terms monoadelphous, diadelphous, polyadelphous with suitable diagrams in each case. Monoadelphous stamens are united in one bundle, but their filaments are free only anthers in one group. By their filaments, only anthers are free. Diadelphous filaments are united in two bundles. In P, 9 plus 1 है. 9 forms a tubular structure, 1 is free. Polyadelphous, the filaments are united in more than two groups, as in Bombyx mori. This you can see the diagram over here. I can show you. See, This is monodelphous, as in China rose. They are united bundle, filaments are free. This is the stigma. Only these are anthers and this is filament dye. In P, 9 are arranged, form a tubular structure. One group, 2, dye means 2, 1 is separate, 9 plus 1 arrangement, diadelphous. Poly means they are forming certain bundles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Poly means many. Syngenesious condition, इसमें filaments united है. यहाँ पर anthers are united, filaments are free. Then this condition is called syngenesious condition, but it is not mentioned in your book. So 3 diagrams you can see. See, this is the anthers, this is the filament, this is diadelphous, monodelphous, China rose में ये है polyadelphous, right? Now here, this long also, this we have done it. Now structural skill. See, the figure given below represents generalized arrangement of different parts of bistructural. Name the parts numbered. You can name it. See, this is stigma, this is style, this is ovary, this is anther, this is filament, this is thalamus, this is sepal, this is sepal, this is sepal, this is petal. This is anther, this is filament, stigma, style, ovary. ये पूरे पार्ट्स फ्लावर्स के हैं. आप इसको इस डायग्राम में भी ऐसे ही देख सकते हैं. देखिए, ये है पेडिसल, ये है थैलेमस, ये है सेपल्स, ये है पेटल्स, ये है ओवरी, इसके अंदर ये है ओव्यूल, ये है एंथर, फिलामेंट, स्टेमन कहते हैं, स्टिग्मा, ये है स्टिग्मा, ये है स्टाइल और ये है ओवरी. स्टिग्मा, स्टाइल, ओवरी को मिला करके हम पिस्टिल बोलते हैं. I hope all it is clear to you. This I have labeled everywhere in the diagram here. Now here look at see. Given below are two figures. Collect a certain flower. Study the figure carefully. Answer the following question. See, which major organ of flower does the figure represents here? Organ, it is the stamen. What is the collective term for this organ? Androecium. Are the contents of the pollen sacs in bee male or female? It is the male. Pollen grains, they are the male. Can you state how the contents of the pollen sac would come out? When they mature, the pollen sacs burst and they come out. Now here figure is given below represent different kind of androecium. Name the kind of androecium. Give one example. See, this is polyandrous. All the stamens are free. Polyandrous condition. This is monoadelphous forming single bud. This is diadelphous and this is polyadelphous. Draw the diagram of the male and female reproductive organs of a flower. तो ये मेल और फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स आपका सेपरेट हो जाता है. देखिए, ये है मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन, डायग्राम ये दिया है, और फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ये स्टिग्मा, स्टाइल, ओवरी, ये पार्ट आ जाता है इसमें, ये फ्लावर का आता है. लेबल 4 इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स. फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव स्टिग्मा, स्टाइल, ओवरी, ओव्यूल्स, ये 4 इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट्स हैं. And 2 important parts of the male, 2 important parts, anther, filament. This is anther and this is the filament. Write the collective name word of each reproductive organ. Anther, androecium, and the carpel or pistil, it is gynoecium. Name the unicellular sexual structures produced in each. Unicellular pollen grains में androecium में pollens और gynoecium में होगा आपका ovule. Name the parts of the female reproductive organ that develop into fruit. Ovary develops into the fruit and ovule develops into a seed. Draw either or entire flower part showing. देखिए, polysepalous calyx, polypetalous calyx, ये देखिए पॉलीसिपेलस कैलिक्स और ये गैमोसिपेलस कैलिक्स. ये पॉलीपेटालस करोला और ये गैमोपेटालस करोला. ये देखिए, पॉलीपेटालस कैलिक्स, पॉलीपेटालस करोला, गैमोसिपेलस, पॉलीपेटालस कैलिक्स, गैमोसिपेलस कैलिक्स. ये देखिए दोनों हैं, पॉलीसिपेलस कैलिक्स, गैमोसिपेलस कैलिक्स. पॉलीपेटालस करोला, गैमोसिपेलस करोला. ये देखिए, पॉलीसिपेलस करोला, गैमोसिपेलस करोला. अब थे ब्रैक्टिएट फ्लावर, मीन्स फ्लावर्स इन विच ब्रैक्ट्स आर प्रेजेंट. अब ये फ्लावर देख रहे हैं, ये जो कैलिक्स है इसके नीचे एक एडिशनल वर्ण होती है, उसे हम कहते हैं ब्रैक्टिएट फ्लावर। ब्रैक्टिएट फ्लावर होता है चाइना रोज। चाइना रोज आपने देखा है, इस चाइना रोज को डायग्राम आप ड्रॉ करेंगे, दैट इज योर ब्रैक्टिएट फ्लावर। नाउ हियर द assertions आर देयर, ये मैं आपको बता दूं, देखिए ये वैसे मैंने लिखा हुआ है इसमें, ऑल द फ्लावर्स ऑफ एंजियोस्पर्मिक प्लांट्स आर कंप्लीट और परफेक्ट। नो, इट इज अ रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट। Angiospermic flowers can be either unisexual or bisexual. Yes, it is true. Dioecious plants bear unisexual flowers on different plants. It is true. ये ऑप्शंस अब मैंने आपको दे रखे हैं, इट्स अ डी है। Dioecious plants bear staminate and piscate flowers on the same plant at different location. It is the wrong statement. The kind of androecium in which stamens are united in one group by their filament and terms monodelphous. It is true. Monodelphous stamens are found in the pea and Bombyx murray. It is wrong. Calyx is the outermost whorl of the flower. It is true. Calyx is the whorl of sepals which protect the younger flower, but calyx when green also perform photosynthesis. It is true. Calyx and corolla are considered non-essential. This statement is true. This statement is true. Calyx and corolla are not used, they protect the flower. They are considered non-essential works, not participate. This is the correct answer. Option I mentioned it here. Case second study. Nidhi is a girl who loves to visit gardens and observe. ये आपको स्टेटमेंट पढ़ेंगे. Are these colorful structures epipetals? Explain. They are bracts. Colored structures, they are not epipetals, they are the bracts. Define the above structure. देखो ये आप ऑलरेडी डिफाइन कर चुके हैं. एपिपेटल एक्सिस वर्ल्ड, the two leaf-like structure present at the axis of the flower from where the flower arises is known as bracts. Three colors of the above structure which can be seen in bougainvillea, ये आपका पिंक है, पर्पल है एंड वाइट. Three main colors होते हैं. Why do these structures become colorful? Right, they are important. They are colorful. We have discussed earlier. They are colorful and they protect the flower. They also help in attracting insects. If any part, see bracts, when a flower arises to the axil of a leaf, like structure, this structure is known as bract. If any part of the flower becomes colorful like petal, then technical term, if any part of the flower becomes colorful like petal, what technical can be used in the perianth? They are known as tepal. एनी फ्लावर तो नहीं बन सकता है, या तो पेरियंथ करोला ही होता है, या कैलिक्स करोला की जगह एक वर्ड होती है तो उसको हम पेरियंथ बोलते हैं, और इसके सिंगल टर्म को हम टेपल्स बोलते हैं. दिस इज व्हाट ऑल अबाउट. If you have any doubt anywhere, ask me in the comment section. Again, we will meet in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.